Welcome back to Open Line. We're going to try to get a few calls in here as we're talking about police reform in this final segment. Let's go to Rochelle. Rochelle, go right ahead.
Hi. Yes, thank you for taking my call. I am listening to your program, and I really enjoy listening to the program each night. I would like to ask if the tables were turned in all of this police shooting, if it was black policemen killing white children, would it be handled the same way? Also, about the statues, I don't understand the problem about removing a statue, but if you don't want to remove the statue, represent each race. Put a statue in the state capitol to represent each and every one. We are all taxpayers. Thank you for taking my call.
Rochelle, thank you for that. All right, we have 4 minutes. I'm going to take another call, and then you can comment on what Rochelle said, and let's go to Mike here. Hello, Mike. There are actually two Mikes. Mike, this is Mike on line 4. Are you there, Mike?
Good evening.
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Ben, and good evening to your two esteemed guests. I'm going to tell real quick, racism and unfairness is like this, like Matthew McConaughey said that time in that movie. Close your eyes and imagine if it was 3 black cops in Kentucky who got the wrong residents to begin with, came in the middle of the night and shot a blonde, white, first responder woman and her boyfriend in response. Even if they did say police, nobody knows when you first wake up, you don't understand anything hardly. So they probably didn't even hear that when the first police said police, if they said that. And then he shoots. Where are the NRA? Where are the people, the pro-Castro doctrine people? Where are all the people for gun rights? These people who come out. But then when this black man is only protecting his girlfriend in their own house, where they weren't even supposed to be raided in the first place, where's the fairness? It doesn't take a PhD from MIT to understand this is just straight out wrong and racist and systematic, and God help us that one day we can change. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, so 2 calls there at the end. And Jane, your response, then we'll go to Teresa, your response.
I'll speak to Rochelle's comment about the statues. There was an excellent editorial in the Tennessean about a month and a half ago when some of the statues were being questioned and torn down. And this person who wrote the article said, you know, basically, if we're going to get biblical about this and spiritual about this, God said that there should be no graven images. So why are we putting images of people up on a column and almost like worshiping them to start with? Do we really need statues? You know, I wasn't brought up Catholic, but I understand the purpose of statues within the Catholic Church. And those are a mediating way to transfer feelings. They're not worshipped. Maybe a deity is, but not just a statue of a human being.
All right, that's interesting. Now, some would say it's part of our history. Teresa, all right, but I want to give you a chance. We have a minute left, Teresa. What did you want to say to those calls?
Well, I will say that Rochelle and Mike are having similar thought patterns as it relates to if the script were flipped. And the best evidence we have probably in this country about what it would be like, would the response be different, is the case of Emmanuel Church. Now, no, Dylan Stormroot was not a police officer, but he was a white boy who went into a church and killed 9 people. Instead of him being wrestled down to the ground and shot, or having a cop's knee put on his neck and basically have the breath of life pinned out of him, he was carried to Burger King and given a meal. So yes, the response would be quite different. And probably you wouldn't even hear about it. But if you were to look into the cases of prosecuted cases of police in this country, you'd find that those are the officers who have been sent to jail, the ones who killed white children.
Well, thank you both. We could talk more on this, but Teresa Smallwood, Jane Boram, thank you very much. We'll take a break, come back, wrap everything up.
Thank you.
Right after this.